Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, August 16th, 2019. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. We had a pretty aggressive week this week. Here's Tuesday with the delayed tariffs tweet. That led to an aggressive rally, followed by an even more aggressive sell-off on Wednesday. On Thursday, pre-market, we had an active session prior to the RTH Open. That created boundaries here that the market stayed within throughout the rest of the session, and that created a pretty narrow range of trade by the end of the day. That could lead to an aggressive breakout type of session here today, so we're keeping an eye on the boundaries. Right now we are at the upper end of the boundary with a little box that's forming above the high of yesterday's session. That could lead to a failure, and if a failure occurs there, we likely come back toward the previous session's close and could end up with an outside day down. So it could be an aggressive sell-off here if price is not able to hold and stay above the previous session's high price of 28.72s. So again, keep an eye on that level. A failure to hold that level could aggressively lead to weakness here. Otherwise, holding above that zone could continue to push this thing higher toward the previous Wednesday midpoint and perhaps back up the range. Again, from a longer term perspective, 29.60 continues to be the key level here. If price cannot get above that zone, even upon multiple tests, that could eventually lead to another round of selling pressure ahead. So right now, the key level to watch is the previous session's high price. If we take a look at the NQ, you'll see the NQ is in very similar situation right now. Price is trading above or right at the previous session's high. Again, another narrow little range that is formed above that zone. This follows the Wednesday sell-off, followed by the Thursday range-bound day. That range-bound day builds up the energy that could lead to quite a bit of movement here today, depending on which way we go. Again, a failure to hold this high could lead to a drop downward. That could be an outside engulfing day down. If price is able to, then perhaps we start to work our way back up toward 77.25. Overall, we continue to hold at this high at the moment. There's a bit of a double top or a box forming above that high, and again, a failure to hold the previous session's high could lead to an aggressive retest back towards 7,500 and perhaps much lower. Here's a look at the chart for crude oil. Crude oil forming a rejection at the moment of the previous session's high, so very similar to what we're just talking about right now. Here's the previous session's high right there. Price getting above that level but failing and rotating back to the previous session's close. That is an early indication of weakness to come, and could lead to, again, another drop downward. This 54 level has been kind of the last line of defense here in the near term, and again, if price cannot hold that 54 level, we have a retest of 50.5 down below. That's right near the key range low of 50.6. So there's not a whole lot of room to run here if this thing gets going to the downside. From the high of the day, 55.61, crude oil has been averaging $2 of range a day, 2.17 points. Currently, the high is 55.61, so if you subtract 2 points from that, that's 53.61. So we could be looking at about a 53.50 move if we were to break down and stay within the current framework of the averages of the market. So again, could be a pretty significant day down. Failed high could lead to an engulfing day down toward the 53s if this day continues to see downward price action. All right, let's take a look lastly at gold futures. This one's down about 0.5% right now. Still continues to see a pretty aggressive uptrend. You'll also notice that the one-time price got below the 8-period average. It was quickly bid back up. This market continues to remain bullish. You have this sideways range right here, that compression leading to this expansion. And again, as I've mentioned before, any pullbacks, even a shallow pullback to 1500 could be a buying opportunity. A deeper pullback into 1460 could still be a buying opportunity for a continuation higher. So all pullbacks are buying opportunities in gold until proven otherwise. All right, everyone, that's it for now. We'll see how this develops the rest of the session. Continue to watch the previous session highs in the ES and the NQ. Have a fantastic trading day. Happy Friday, and I'll see you soon. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a fantastic weekend. Take care.